Hello, this is Tez of the Unknown, and I'm here with another reaction. This one is another one from the Toku Professor. It is a 3-minute introduction to Kamen Rider, the Tokusatsu series guide for new fans. I enjoy the Super Sentai one, so I can't wait to see what this one has. I think, is it Kamen Rider? Kamen Rider? Um, it's anime, right? I'm not sure. Please, I haven't watched the video, so don't jump on my case yet. Uh, I think it's anime because I legit seen people react to it. I mean, not legit seen people react to it. Let me rephrase. I see notifications of people reacting to it, but I actually haven't seen them actually reacting to it. And I was like, what the fuck is this Kamen Rider shit? So again, spanning horizons. Let's check this one out. All right, let's just check this one. Sorry, I'm blanked out for a second. It's been a long day. All right, so let's go.
Love. And who knows, maybe you'll learn something too. Today we're looking at one of Japan's favorite superhero franchises, Toei's long-running Kamen Rider series, which revolutionized the Tokusatsu genre and has remained immensely popular since its inception in the early 70s.
Okay.
So let's put 3 minutes on the clock
Again in the
and
70s.
rider kick our way into a multiverse of motorcycle-riding bug-eyed cyborgs. Loosely based on the works of famous manga artist Shotaro Ishinomori.
Rest in peace, brother. Wait, what was it? How old was he? 60. Damn, man. He was mentioned in the Super Sentai thing. He was part of that one. So, and I think they mentioned Kamen Rider in that Super Sentai. That's okay.
Ishinomori, the very first Kamen Rider season premiered on April 3rd, 1971. In the show, a motorcycle racer named Takeshi Hongo is kidnapped and transformed into a powerful grasshopper-themed cyborg by the mysterious terrorist organization Shocker. But he escapes and uses his powers for good to battle Shocker's animal-themed monsters called Kaijin in crazy action sequences throughout the course of the show. Going by the name Kamen, meaning Takeshi Hongo, is kidnapped and transformed into a powerful grasshopper-themed cyborg by the...
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to make sure I heard that right. I'm sorry I let that pass. I was just like trying to get as much information. Why would someone want to make somebody into a grasshopper cyborg? I'm just saying. That's what you came up with. They're like in a meeting and shit, and they're like, what can we turn this motorcyclist into? Yeah. I mean, there's other things you could have done. Could turn into like a werewolf or a fucking tiger or something. A fucking grasshopper. A grasshopper. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna shit on it, okay? Because it's immensely popular in Japan. But I'm just saying, who comes up with the idea of a grasshopper? Okay. I'll just say.
Mysterious terrorist organization Shocker. But he escapes and uses his powers for good to battle Shocker's animal-themed monsters called Kaijin in crazy action sequences throughout the course of the show. Going by the name Kamen, meaning masked, rider, the hero would undergo a transformation.
Kamen means masked. Cool. Okay, so what I gathered from this, and I think they said this in the Super Sentai video. I should have watched this one before the Super Sentai one. That Kamen Rider was supposed to be like 5 Kamen Riders all together, and then they decided to retool that and make it into Super Sentai, which eventually was the inspiration, or pretty much a copy and paste by the Power Rangers by Saban. But okay.
By activating a special belt powered by the wind, and would finish off his foes with his signature move known as the Rider Kick. During filming for episode 10, the actor who played Hongo broke both of his legs while attempting a motorcycle stunt, which resulted in his character being temporarily replaced with a second Kamen Rider with a similar backstory, now known as Kamen Rider 2.
Man, okay, I'm so saying. Okay, I'm not gonna because they needed to do something, which I get. But if I am the villain on this show, I'm gonna say this: how you gonna let this happen twice? It's one thing if it happened once. How you gonna let this happen twice? Oh, so they can tell the different. Okay, they tell the difference because of the red gloves. Okay, I'm the original did not have the red gloves. I'm number two. Now, I'm just saying, man. Come on, man. Y'all some sorry villains. How the hell y'all gonna let this happen twice, man?
In
Idiots.
episode 40, Kamen Rider 1 returned as the main protagonist, but 2 would occasionally show up to fight alongside him in partnered missions.
Okay.
The series lasted 98 episodes and heavily impacted the tokusatsu genre as a whole, with many shows copying its formula. A sequel series, Kamen Rider V3, began airing the week after the first show ended, and followed the
Okay, another
adventures
one
of the third
escaped.
Kamen Rider,
Man, he putting
who
hands on that
received his
man.
powers from the originals. Several more series, each about a new rider with different powers, would follow, some of which also proved to be quite
Masked
popular.
Rider Black.
But over time, new installments came out less frequently, and the franchise went almost completely dormant going into the 90s.
Dang.
The series' creator, Shotaro Ishinomori, began working on plans to revive the series in 1997
Oh
and
shit!
help get
A
the
year
ball
before
rolling
he
on the next
died.
production, Kamen Rider Kuga, but died before its successful release in January of
Dang.
2000. A pseudo-sequel, Kamen Rider Agito, came out the following year, and from then on, a new Kamen Rider show would release every single year,
Like the
right
Power
up
Rangers.
to today. These newer shows introduced several new concepts to the series which stuck, such as each new Kamen Rider living in a separate reality with different rules
Oh,
and
that's
villainous
cool.
forces,
Nah, that's
and
cool.
even different interpretations of what it means to be a Kamen Rider.
All right.
Most riders having access to alternate forms, each granting them different abilities,
Nice.
and more complex storylines.
Oh,
But many things
that's
have
what creepy
remained the
right
same
there.
throughout the
Got crazy eyes.
franchise's run. The riders transform using a belt after calling out Hinshin and take on a group of supervillains and kaijin bent on world domination in exciting martial arts battles.
That's nice.
Often
But I would say this: that's so much better than having it by the activated by the wind. I would say that that is so much better than the wind. Than the wind activated it.
finishing them off with a rider kick. Almost all main riders get around by motorcycle, and their powers are usually linked to the series' villains in some way, but are used for good. Many of the shows feature darker themes, though the modern shows also try to appeal to younger kids more to drive toy sales.
Of course.
Finally, the riders from the various universes are often united, usually in movies, to take on even greater threats to their multiverse. And that's the Kamen Rider series in a nutshell.
All right. So was this one okay? So I totally thought this was like an anime, like an animated version. I did not know it was a live action thing. That's crazy. That is crazy. Also, can we get a shout out to these guys? Because they realized they needed to adapt and change things. And I gotta say, is this the one where somebody died a brutal death on the show or whatever? Because let me tell you something. Darker themes work on shows like I feel like with these are like Power Rangers, and I feel like that's what it's missing with the Power Ranger show. You're missing darker themes. You know what I mean? I mean, you kind of glossed over them, and you got close enough to kind of keep people intrigued, but it was less like where's the like the really where's the dark storyline? Where's like some real dark shit? And I feel like people just kind of wanted to stay campy, which is fine to a point, but I feel like Power Rangers, that is why so many people didn't take it seriously, is because it's not as serious and it stays in that campy kind of shit. Like some of their shit is kind of cringe, but there's some pretty good ones I like RPM. I loved RPM. I felt like it was a very dark theme. Basically, you made this dude into like a cyborg. Dylan, I think that was his name, Dylan. And then it turned out, well, I don't know if people actually, I think people watched it. So again, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Turned out his sister was brainwashed and it was turned evil and shit like that. But I just felt like that had a bit of a darker theme and a bit more of a brooding theme, and I think that's what drew me to RPM. But I do feel like hopefully this new reboot of Power Rangers does that. You know, more darker themes, more serious and shit. Hope it goes there, but we'll see. But yeah, Kamen Rider. This was pretty cool. Like I said, I like these little videos, man. I might check out some more on these, man. But man, that man broke his legs. That man broke his legs. Yeah, I'm just. I mean, it's not necessarily laughing, man. I'm just like, dang, bro. It's just like on set. You just go and you break your legs doing a motorcycle stunt. Oh, I just imagine that shit. That shit is like that's no buenos. I tell you that. That's no buenos right there. Nah. Yeah, I like this video. This was pretty cool. So I know about Kamen Rider. I might check it out. I might check that out for sure. But yeah, again, so much better that they used the like the belt and they activated it a different way other than the fucking wind. I mean, if there's no wind around, when they gonna be go like this trying to activate that? Because if there's no wind, that shit don't activate and you don't get to use your shit. Like, and I will say this, man. Do they all have different origin stories? In a sense, because you cannot tell me that one person gets turned into a grasshopper cyborg and escapes, and then another one does. And you're thinking, okay, we really got to change our security protocols. And then another one does, and another one. I'm just saying, for a villain base, y'all sorry as hell if that's the case. Y'all keep on making these grasshopper cyborgs, and somehow they escape. I don't know. Look, again, I don't know the full. I'm just going off this 3 minute video because I don't know if everyone was made there and then somehow they broke out. I'm just saying if that's the case, y'all worse than Arkham. Y'all worse than Arkham, man. Because everyone escapes from Arkham. Okay, guys. I appreciate the suggestion and to these videos. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna watch one more. I think I'm gonna watch another one later. Ultraman. Is that what it's called? Ultraman. I think I might check that one out. Um, so yeah, thank you guys for this reaction. I truly appreciate all the views. I truly appreciate the subscribers. Thank you to all new subscribers, which is pretty fucking cool. Um, yeah, let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about this. Boy, I'm gonna have to stop eating. All right, I get it. You're hungry. I'm gonna have to go feed my dogs. All right, you guys. As always, please stay safe. Um, the world keeps getting crazier and crazier by the minute. Uh, cherish the moment you have with your loved ones. Cherish your loved ones. That goes hand in hand. And if you're still here, go out and accomplish your goals. Make your dreams come true because we are living on limited time. So make the best of it. Hope to see you guys in the next video.